to show you how I French braid my own hair. It dawned on me the other day that not everybody can French braid their own hair, and maybe doing that on camera might be a good jumping point. One thing that I do is French braid my hair, and it had been quite some time, actually since probably college, since I'd done it. A couple months ago, I decided, hey, why don't I try French braid my hair, see if I can do it. Do you know, it's just like riding a bike. My hands just knew instinctively what to do. And what's really funny is I have a hard time French braiding other people's hair, but I can do mine, no worries. Can't promise that this is going to look great. It's wet, and I have not tried French braiding my hair wet as an adult. So not sure how it's going to look, but I thought that I would try that and then French braid it all the way down and let it stay that way and see what it looks like in the morning when I wake up and see how pretty curly it looks. Pardon all the hairs. I just cleaned it like 3 days ago, but I prefer this brush right here when I'm doing most things, but occasionally I'll use a round brush. But for this, I'm going to use this vented brush right here. But I like to get started and brush it really good. I usually don't brush it out until it's dry, but since I'm trying to French braid it, I need to brush it. I'm going to do something that I don't like to do in front of other people, but I have to do it in order to get the French braid right. I'm going to take off my glasses. Alright, the first thing I do is I like slick it, you know, I get it good and tight so that this is far back, and you know, I don't have that much. I don't have all of my hair in there. Alright, I use both hands. Shocker. I use my middle finger, and I take it and I make one, turn that one piece into three. So I kind of have the middle piece at my finger and this far piece near my watch between my left and my fourth finger, and then I grab the third strand with my right hand and I get my finger ready, because I basically use my pointer fingers and my middle fingers for most of this. So I grab the third strand and I take away the middle strand. So now my middle strand I let go of. I don't need the middle strand. So now I've got 2 strands in my right hand and no strands in my left hand because I need the left hand. It is really hard to French braid hair wet. I take my thumb. Wow, this is really difficult. This is going to be harder with wet hair. Okay. Whew. All right. Now I braid forgot how difficult it is with the wet hair. I might have to show you when it's dry. About this point in the process that my arms get really exhausted in the shoulder area, but I just have to keep going. And then I just try to braid it off as much as I can at the end. And there you go. I didn't do a phenomenal job with this, I can tell, because I've got floofies here, but I normally don't do my hair when it's this wet. But there's what it looks like on the side. It may have started going to the left a little bit. There's what it looks like on that side. Went to the store one day and I saw these. And they were in a set of 3. Looks like that when it's bound up. I think I saw them either at Walmart or Target. Can't remember, but I absolutely loved them. But they were so expensive. So I thought, how can I recreate that so it's not as expensive? I have had all of these since that first time. In fact, this one I believe was the very first one I did. And yes, it has stretched out to that, but I can fold it up and twist it and tie it and get it really, really tiny. Stay tuned for part 3. Part 3 will be out tomorrow, so watch me let down my hair. Spoiler alert, this is what it looks like. Part 3 will be out tomorrow, so come back and watch me French braid my hair. Yes? No. Part 3.